welcome back to Manchester Youth Empowerment Club, and welcome to the MYEC Teen Talk Show. And don't worry, I've seen all your emails, I've seen all your responses. I know some of you are really eager to get onto our talk show, but don't worry, once we finish with the selection process, you'll see yourself on here. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to our topic of the day that we'll be discussing with our two special guests. So you have the same host, me, Eniola, and our two amazing guest speakers. So welcome, Eniola.
Thank you very much, Eniola. It's a pleasure to be here.
And welcome, Temilade.
Thank you, Eniola. It's very nice to be here again.
So today we'll be discussing a really important and crucial topic that I know is up for debate between parents and their children. So our title is Career Choices. Who should decide, parents or children? This is a really important topic that I've seen, in a bit of my friends and people that I know. It's a choice that actually defines, a child's life with the guidance between their parents and their choice of what they want to do in the future. So I'm really interested in seeing what your points are, guys. So let's start with for the children's perspective. Inioluwa will be supporting that argument, and please give us some insight into career choices. Is it the parent's choice or the child's choice?
All right, thank you very much, Eniola. I'd like to start by saying career choices are birthed from desires, passion, or interest. Let me start with desires. A child is always interested in something that marks them out or something that is of great importance to them. For example, a child might be interested in being like his or her role model, or might want to pattern his or her life after a particular family member or a loved one. And these desires, if it is not given much attention to, it might not be easy for that child to be able to nurture those desires to become reality. Also, we have passion. Passion is something that can be birthed out of a desire to develop one's talent. A child might be talented in dancing or in a particular sport or a particular form of activity that brings so much interest to that child. That child can develop that aspect if the parents can pay attention to it by making it very easy for him or her to be able to add more value to building that talent. And also interest. The interest of that child might be in the corporate world or any aspect of their life. If they are able to develop that aspect also, if the parents can pay much attention, or if the guardian also can pay much attention to that child, they can help them to be able to fuel their interest and make it easy for them to choose a career path in that aspect. So when we talk about a child, giving them the liberty to be able to choose their career path, it has so many advantages. First of all, they'll be able to flow well in whatever they choose to do, because you can't force a child to do what he does not like. So many parents might feel that I have the experience, I have the desires I want for you. But on the other hand, children should be given liberty to do what they want, because that lies where their happiness is. So once there's happiness, once there's fulfillment in whatever they desire to do, they'll find it easier to even be able to do it much better. And a typical example I might want to give is Hakim Kamara. Hakim Kamara is a young boy from France that from the age of 18 months, he was very much interested in the violin because his grandfather plays the violin. His parents were able to discover that, and they made it an obligation to support him with whatever they had. And at 3 years of age, Hakim Kamara was one of the most celebrated violin players in the world. And that was how he was able to choose a very amazing career path for himself. So many examples are athletes and musicians and so many beautiful people that we celebrate today.
Thank you so much, Inioluwa, for that. It was very important what you said. What you did say about interest and passion was really important. As a young generation, there's so many passions out there and so many things you can be interested in, and I can understand why they'd want to pursue that, in their future. So we'll be passing on to Temilade now. So for the parental perspective.
Thank you, Eniola. Thank you very much for that question. All right. So the thing is that even in the world of a dreamer, you need a voice of reality. And in the life of a child, the parent is that voice of reality. Imagine aspiring to be a K-pop artist in a non-K-pop environment. Most likely you're going to be facing hurdles and difficulties, one that could have been avoided if they were in a K-pop environment. So as a career person, you have to be able to provide the environment with what society is demanding for. So parents, seeing that, because usually it's very easy to say, oh, I have this passion, oh, I have this life, I have this interest, so I want to pursue it. But for the parent, they see above and beyond that. It is not just you want to write, it is not just you want to sing, it is not just you want to make music. You have to be able to look at the environment. Okay, does the market actually request for this? How interested would they be in about it? So, for example, imagine an environment where they consume pop music a lot, like we do here, and then you are producing operas. It might not pick up as fast as you want it. It doesn't necessarily mean you are bad at what you are doing. It just means you are in the wrong environment. So parents, seeing that ahead, will of course try to protect you from it, because nobody wants to have to hear that child say, oh, I'm a failure, oh, my music sucks, oh, my art sucks, I don't understand what's going on. No, they want you to try. They want to be able to leave this world knowing that you are cared for, that you are secure in whatever position you're being for yourself. So most parents will look ahead at that and try and make these choices for their children. So imagine a family where all they know is medicine. Definitely over the years, they would have built up friendships, relationships. You can be able to call someone and say, oh, I have my daughter, she just finished from medical school, or she's interested in medicine, help us out with this. But then if you're taking yourself over to another career that is very foreign to our family, then it will keep you in a very helpless situation, which is one of the things that parents dislike. You are their child. They definitely want to be able to help you, to protect you, to give you what it is that you need. But when they're not able to do that, it gives them a sense of failure, kind of like a psychological one that is like, I'm not able to meet up to this. Like, even though she's interested in this art course or in this particular thing, maybe even we're lawyers in our family, but you're interested in medicine, I'm not able to provide you with the resources. I don't know anything about law school. I don't know anyone. I can't give you advice. If you have any problems, it's like you're young and you do not want that as a parent. So most parents make these choices because they want to be able to help their children. They want to be able to push them through the right path. And then again, we also have the fact that sometimes we as children or as teens, we usually pick unrealistic careers. So like I mentioned, the K-pop in Australia, not looking at the environment, just saying, oh, just for the fun of it. But here's the thing, life is not for the fun of it. And your parents, being that voice of reality, want you to know that. You may just be seeing this thing as, oh, it's what I'm doing now. I'm enjoying the art now. But will art feed you when I'm not there? Will it take care of you when I am not there? Those are the things that your parents are looking at.
Yeah, thank you so much, Temilade, for that. And what I picked out was what you said about parents wanting to be protective over their children and they want the best for them, which is definitely true. How can effective communication and understanding contribute toward this?
Thank you, Eniola, for that question. Before I start, I would like to first state a disclaimer. This is not a parent's pitch. We are not saying the parents should be given full autonomy of their child's career choices. However, I do believe that they should be involved. In fact, we need to involve them as children. You know, from the moment we are born into the world, our parents are the first form of guardians that we have, right? We trust them. They have always been there for us from bad times, good times, happy times, sad times, in whatever kind of storm might come towards our place. They are always there. They are the one stagnant thinker that we have. So we trust them. This is why it hurts a lot when we express our opinions or our interest to them and they just push it off. But here's the thing. Some parents are actually very interested in knowing what is going on with their children. What are your interests? No how no way, from when you've been little, they would have noticed the signs. Okay, maybe you used to paint on the wall, maybe you used to write. So now, okay, now you're a teen, you're an adult. What are your interests? Let me know. Tell me. Do you want to be a writer? Do you want to be an actress? Some parents will push it off, definitely, maybe due to resources, or maybe they don't know anything about that field. Some, unfortunately, maybe their whole family, they've all been doctors, so medicine is the only thing that they know. But I believe that if you as a child are able to present your case to your parents in the right way, if you're able to, there's a word I like to use, if you're able to sell the idea to them, they will definitely buy into it. I had to do that when I started my whole writing journey. I'm a writer. But in my house, they don't deal with writing. For them, it's serious jobs, right? So either you're going for law or you're trying to learn how to be a doctor or for something that has like a very serious kind of degree to it. And then I come around. I've been writing stories since when I was little. So my mom wasn't even surprised. However, me saying it that I want to take it on as a full-on career was like a big shock to her, because she was like, are you being serious? Like, you have to go for a real job, for a better job. Then I had to get out there, learn, study, work on my talents, then bring her the proof. Like, I still remember the moment I gave her half a share of my first salary. She was just like, wow. So that means there is something in this. Like, okay, now you're showing them that it isn't actually just an idea. It is something that is factual. It is value. And then they're like, okay, they can buy into it, and then they can continue to work with it. So I believe that if you're able to present your case very well to your parents, then they'll be able to provide you with the guidance that you need as a child or as a teen.
Thank you, Temilade. I loved your point there about researching and selling your idea of your passion and your interest to your parents, which is why communication is really important. Yeah, so I have a question. With all of this, can there be a common ground between parent and child where they can come to a mutual decision about career choices?
Yes, I do believe we can find a middle ground, but that is if both parties are willing. So I'll advise our kids and teens at home, once in a while, sit down and listen to what your parents have to say. It's not every time you decide that what they're saying is garbage or nonsense. There is sense in what they are saying, considering that they have more experience than you. Weigh the options. If you're telling me to give up my passion for something that you want me to pursue, why should I? What benefits are there to it? Make me see things the way you are seeing them. Allow your parents to sell the idea to you. Consider it, and then you can make your decisions. I feel like this way, both parties will be able to like come to a mutual understanding and agreement of each other.
Yes, so Inioluwa, let's hear your views.
I would like to say that for the child and the parents to come to a resolution that this is what is best for me as a child, there needs to be a balance. And how can we create this balance? By coming to an understanding that I have a desire and I've pitched my tent, this is what I love. But I also need to open up my mind as a child to advice from my parents that this is what I can see. They can advise you that, okay, this part is perfect, but I want you to open your mind to understanding that you need to look out for exposure, you need to look out for sustainability and other aspects that can help you choose a better career option. And the children also need to understand that parents have been here for quite a while and they have more insights to experiences, especially life experiences and life choices. If they can open up their mind to understand the parents' point of view to their career choices, I think it would be better for them to create that balance, and it will also help them to listen better to their parents. Also, the parents should also know that these children have what they want for themselves in their mind. They should also open up their mind to listen to what they have to say. When this is done, it will be easier for both parents and children to create a balance, to come to a resolution and to make a decision to what's better for that child to pursue as a career option.
Thank you so much for your points, guys. So as we conclude today's episode, the answers to the question of career choices between parents and children, who do we really think should make the decision? I'd say it should be a good balance. So there's some situations where children know what they want to do in the future and their parents support it. There's some situations where children aren't really sure about what to do and they need a bit of parental advice and guidance. So whichever situation you find yourself, I'd say make sure to listen to your parents. They've been through it before and can provide you with advice and support. If you're still unsure and you need external help, you can contact us. We're here to help. Thank you so much for tuning in to the talk show today. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. If you've enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe, share the video, and share your comments down below.
Oh my gosh, you heard? That's what we're talking about when we say that MYEC provides a lot of development programs and discussions. In fact, MYEC does offer a lot of mentorship, for people that would like to have an opportunity to jump into their dream career. We have mentors from lawyers, from doctors, from nurses to engineers. And for those that are artistically inclined, we do also have acting classes, art classes where you can give it a go, to your sculpture classes. But also for the tech savvies, we do also have coding classes as well. And if you don't have anything that interests you, please contact us at myec.org.uk, and we are free to offer you any further advice that you need. 2023 has been such long and impactful year for us. In fact, we do have a lot of projects and events that were lined up through the year. We first started with Project Uplift, where we uplifted immigrant youth to be comfortable in their skill and how to be able to combat systematic racism in both schools and work environment. And we also had Project Will, where we had a lot of workshops and conferences where we teach the youth how to be confident and passionate about your hobbies and what you like, and how to also engage in your skills. And we also had Project Evanescence. It was such a cultural event to be able to teach immigrant youth to be in touch with their roots and also be interested and comfortable in their Blackness as well. As you know, guys, it's the month of December, so what's the perfect opportunity to bring everybody together and celebrate and have fun? It's going to be due on the 16th of December right here. There's going to be a lot of food, barbecues, drinks, a lot of gift bags to carry home if you guys would like so. And then we also have a lot of games. We also have musical chairs as well if you enjoy a bit of competition and some surprising gifts as well. Make sure you join us at 1 p.m. You thought that 2023 was it? Wait till 2024. It's going to be much more fun. We're going to have a lot of activities, more workshops, a lot of conferences in where you can get involved, get interested, and be able to build your skills for the future as well. We're going to have a lot of more sport activities to be able to move around with people your own age and make more friends as well, while you're being mentored by adults that can guide you in the very vulnerable moments of your life. And we're also going to have much more trips as well. If you're also interested, and if you have any more suggestions that you can give us, please feel free to email me at novella@myec.org.uk. Thank you.
Thanks, Novella, for the news. That was great. So this is going to be our last video of the year. We want to thank you so much for watching all our videos and supporting us. And with that, we'd like to wish you compliments of the season, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance. I'll be seeing you in 2024.